All right, all right.
Hello, hello.
I have always loved Night Court.
Oh, good.
Sir.
How are you?
Pleasure to meet you.
Jacket you got.
Thanks.
FabTV.
Yep.
What the hey?
This is like
We're-
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Well, I had to dress up for Night Court, because I want the judge to make sure I'm legit. I'm legit now.
I'll tell it. Look out for that guy. He's fabulous.
So, it's very physical that you're on this show. All the stuff that you do on it now.
Yeah, it's not as much as I used to, and it's one of the problems I had with originally coming across the issue of, well, I'm not 35 anymore, which then I could jump and run and tie my body into knots because physical comedy is cool. I love it very much. This one, he's a little slower, but he's still got some moves in him.
He's so naturally funny. Like everything he does is fun being on set with him. So how is it being on the set with John?
Hilarious. Every moment is a joy. No, he is. He is delightful. He is the master of understatement, and he's the grounding energy on that show. Keeps us grounded, but then takes you off cliffs every now and then.
For sure. So 30 years later, doing Night Court. So what's this feeling like of this version of this Night Court for you?
Well, it's many feelings. I mean, the first time I walked on the set, it's very nostalgic and also sad. I mean, when I look around and realize that it was a bit of a ghost town, because the set is exactly the same, but the people that I lived with for 9 years and loved for 9 years are no longer with us. So I'm sort of the only soldier left, except for Marcia, with us, and she came to play. But Marky and Harry and Charlie and Richard, it was sad. It was sad, and yet and I couldn't really relate to anybody on the set about it. There are two people on our crew now who were in the original, so I could look at them and go, "Oh, you remember when?" Because nobody else knows that. But then it was joy to see the new people who were coming in, and the ability for us to reinvent this show for another generation of people.
No, you're right. It's sad. And I watch it, I think about. By the way, was it shot on the exact same set?
No, set. Yes, different set. We were on 9. Now we're on 10 stages.
They moved next door.
But the set is still. It's not, the couch in Abby's office is the exact same couch we used originally. They rebuilt the set. I mean, they didn't store it for 30 years, but it's the same layout. Everything's the same.
So, this new season, second season it's on, what's going to happen now? How many Night Courts can you do that's going to be funny like this? I mean, how many can you do?
Well, hopefully about 175 more. But, every
Till the
week
day
there's...
you're done.
That's right. Dan Fielding's in his wheelchair. Your Honor! It's a place where any story in the world can walk into it because it's a courthouse. So I think as long as there's weird stuff happening in the world that's funny, we'll have stories to tell.
With all these court shows and law shows, do you ever give the writers any ideas of things that you've seen?
No, I don't give. I hate giving ideas to writers. That's their job.
Okay.
My job is to say it funny. No.
Oh, okay.
It's not. But it's a different kind of thing. It's not like a David Kelly show that kind of rips from life. We're not topical. We're not. We have a very, very long shelf life. If you look at the originals, there's nothing in that to go, oh boy, is that dated? Except my face. But the stories themselves are all anew all the time.
And it's nice that we don't have to do a lot of law jargon because that's really hard for my brain. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know this is a sad note, but is there any tributes done inside the show to any of the old characters?
Yes, there is. There's certainly to Harry, because the lead character in the show is Harry's daughter. So there's mentions of Harry occasionally. We had the season finale last year was sort of an homage to Marky Post's character. Her sister comes to the courthouse, and Fielding and she have a conversation about Christine Sullivan. So there was a mention of her and an homage to her. So far, that's all we've done.
Okay. Hey, John, I love your voice so much. I wish they'd make a navigation with your voice.
That's funny. Yeah, take a left at the cul-de-sac.
See the way he says it's like this dry, cool way
That's very cool.
that I want to hear
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Anyway, that's it for me, man.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you very much.
Love the garb, too. Sorry.